name's Nick. I'm with Sunshine State RVs in Gainesville, Florida. We are the #1 Class B dealership in the state of Florida. We're #3 in the whole United States of America. We deliver vans to every single state in our beautiful United States every day, all the time. We actually deliver them for free anywhere in the country. And I know you're thinking, you're not standing in front of a van and you sell vans. What the heck's going on, Nick? Well, this is what's going on. I am standing in front of one of the coolest modes of transportation I have ever been in, I have ever seen. This is one of the most unique, coolest, extreme vehicles on the market. This is what they would call an expedition truck. This is a GXV, a Storyteller Hilt. This is super rare, super unique. There's nothing else on the market like it. This thing can take you anywhere, it can go anywhere, and it can do anything. If you want to go to the ends of the earth, if you want to go to Antarctica, to Alaska, if you want to drive to South America, if you want to drive all through the Moab in the desert, through the snow, through the heat, with the insulation, with everything, with the lithium, with the power this thing has, this Hilt can take it literally to the hilt. This can take you anywhere you want to go. This is one of the most unique trucks, vehicles, vans, RVs I have ever been in, I have ever seen. This blows away its competition because of the quality, because of the price, because of what Storyteller offers. Storyteller has one of the best communities of RVers in the industry, and they take everything from their mode vans to their Hilts. They're making some Patagonias. They're making all, I mean, they are all in on the adventure van, adventure lifestyle. So in this video, we are gonna go through this entire Hilt from front to back, top to bottom, and I'm gonna show you what makes this Hilt one of the most extreme off-road expedition trucks on the market. You are absolutely gonna love it. Okay, so this Hilt is so unique. There's nothing else like it on the market. I would say the closest thing to something like this on the market is an Earth Roamer that is well over $1 million, much bigger, much harder to use. You know, Storyteller's vision for this was to make something that could be used like an RV, but could also be very extreme, but also, I say this in quotes, affordable. This is half price of an Earth Roamer. So Storyteller is very unique in their pricing. The same with their mode vans, the same with their Hilts. They do a see-through pricing on everything they sell. So the see-through pricing on this, should I say it now? No, I'm gonna wait till the end. No, I'll go ahead and tell you guys. This is $446,000 for this Hilt. And I know that's a lot of money. Trust me, that was more expensive than my first 2 houses. But the comparable to this in an Earth Roamer is over $1 million. So to think this is a good deal, this is a phenomenal deal for what it is, for what you get and where you can go with it. I know I'm gonna get a lot of feedback in the comments about this being a good deal for what it is, but when you compare it to its competition, it's a killer deal. It's the best deal on the market. So enough about that. Everyone always asks about price. It's easy to talk about price with Storyteller because they truly are see-through, one price, and that's it. So no matter where you buy it, anywhere in the country, it's the same price, so you might as well buy it from us. But this is 27 feet long. It is on a Dodge 5500 chassis. What's unique is that it has the 4 doors. So this is the crew cab. So this is the bigger cab of the Dodge. So this is 4 doors, so you can have five passengers in the front, and there is sleeping for 4 or 5 in the back as well. So the chassis is a normal Dodge truck, super high-end, nice chassis. This has everything you need, from adaptive cruise control to this big screen, all these crazy camera views everywhere. So there's cameras everywhere around it that you can see. You can see what's going on around you, behind you. You have the rearview mirror, doesn't show much, but you have your liquid springs. There's 3 ride heights on these liquid springs that you can adjust to a normal. You can go low or you can go high, sport or comfort. You can make it more comfortable or a little more stiffer if you like. but it's very luxurious, very high end. So when I'm driving this, I feel like I'm just driving a truck. And then somebody's there, you got seats for 3 in the back, like really comfortable, great sound system in here, great navigation system. So this Dodge 5500, you're not gonna feel like you're in some cargo van. You're not gonna feel like you're in some army truck. Like this is top of the line, absolute luxury, which fits with the inside of the Hilt. It's 8 feet wide, so it's no wider than a regular truck. And it is 12 feet 7 inches tall. So if you are thinking about height, it does look tall, but when we're inside, I'm gonna show you why that's cool. I'm gonna show you the benefit of it being tall. But also if you're really trying to take it off-road, if you're trying to go places that you can't go in a normal van, then you need a little more height, you need a little more clearance. So let's talk through some of this stuff here. So they take the Dodge 5500 and they basically strip it down and they add this. This is like some type of Kevlar-based rhino liner, super durable, scratch-resistant paint that is on here. Not only does it look very cool, but it's very functional as well. So if you're out in the woods, if you're in somewhere and you're worried about getting scratched, I mean, this thing's a little taller, so if you're worried about getting scratched, this type of paint just doesn't get scratched very easily. This is a scratch-resistant rhino liner paint. So they've thought of everything when designing this, when engineering this, because they truly, and I'm gonna say this the whole video, they truly want you to take it to the hilt. They truly want you to take it to places you have never been able to take a van or an RV before. There's some nice Super Cs out there. We sell Asada 5s, which are really nice Super Cs. This thing can go places that thing can't. I mean, 27 feet long, and with the single wheels, big heavy duty tires, metal front bumper. This is a flare space bumper. Flare space makes a lot of stuff for Storyteller, and this thing has a 360-degree LED lights all the way around it. So there's the small ones, these KC lights in the bumper. There's these nice big KC lights up top. Right now they have covers on them, but I mean, the brightest lights you can ever imagine. You have a metal bumper here with a 20,000-pound winch. So this winch just doesn't get you out of sticky situations. This also can help other people. You can wrap it around a tree and pull yourself out of places. You can use this. They make these, I don't even know what they call them, but these big heavy-duty bags that you kind of dig and put in the ground. You tie the winch around it, and you use it to kind of help yourself out. This winch is very useful on this Hilt. As we're kind of keep walking, you see this still has the park sensors in the front. It has more LED lights. So the Ram chassis is a fully loaded chassis that has LED lights as well. So when you're out in the middle of nowhere, obviously there's no other lights. The only lights you have are the lights that God gives you from the stars and the moon. But the LED lights here, the 360-degree LED lights all the way around it are the lights that you're gonna be counting on when you're out expeditioning. Is that a verb? Exploring? I don't know. When you're out in the middle of nowhere using this Hilt. But what else is cool is I have personally driven this thing on the interstate. I've personally driven it through town on highways. Me and my friend Hank Strange went on a little road trip in it, and we drove it on a big piece of property, and we did a video there. We've driven it to Publix, which is the supermarket, and this thing drives great. It drives really, really nice on the interstate and in town because of the liquid springs suspension. So this has front and rear liquid spring suspension, which isn't like airbags. This truly is, it takes away the rough ride of what you would imagine with these big tires. So there's a reason, I mean, people love test driving it because when you are driving it, you truly feel like you're on a cloud. Like you don't feel the bumps. You don't feel the up and down, the bouncing. I mean, the liquid springs are a phenomenal upgrade to the normal ride on the Dodge 5500 for this. So nice big, I don't even know what kind of tires are. These are like a 3-piece wheel with a Continental tire. That looks like something you would see on an army truck somewhere. And then as we keep walking, obviously nice big mirrors. You got running boards everywhere. I like the awning style windows, and when we're inside, we'll kind of talk through some of that. And then there are some cool things. So, you know, one thing that Storyteller is doing for the Hilt. A lot of times these super exotic expedition style trucks have everything on them super exotic, which is nice, but when something breaks and you're in the middle of nowhere, you can't get it fixed. You got to go to, especially if you buy it dealer or factory direct, you have to go to the factory, or you got to find some super exotic part. Storyteller has implemented some of the normal everyday RV parts in this Hilt to make it to where if something does break, you can go to any Camping World or any RV dealership in the country, or buy something on Amazon, have it overnighted where you're at. So this is a smart plug. This is the same smart plug they use on their vans. It's the same one that they use on Coachman Class B vans. It's the same one that is used on a lot of vans. And what's nice about it is when you plug it in, it stays in, and you plug it into a campsite. Now, are you always gonna be at a campsite? Obviously not. But these are things that we will teach you how to use when you buy one of these from us. We fly you here to Florida, we teach you how to use it, then we do put you up at our local campsite for your first 2 nights. We cover the cost of everything. So that way, when we teach you how to use it, you know how to use the van, or the expedition truck in this example. And for those first 2 nights, you really test everything and you get a good feel for how to use it, how to camp in it. And when you leave Gainesville, you know 2 things. It's very important to me that you know how to work your RV, everything in the RV. And then when you leave Gainesville, you know that everything is working. And if you've ever owned RVs, you know things can break at any minute. But we do a really, really good job of helping you know how to use it and knowing that everything works as well. So that's the smart plug. I love some of these outside compartments. Nice big outside compartment here, deep and tall. Everything's insulated. This has a closed capsule insulation throughout the entire thing. So you can just tell when you're feeling and touching everything how thick and heavy duty. I mean, even from this, this is what is that, 3 inches? This is 3 inches thick. This is how thick this thing is heavy duty as can be. This is your cassette toilet here. What's nice is this thing here locks, and then when you unlock it, you can just pull the cassette toilet out. And then it's just like any other cassette toilet on any other RV, Thetford. These are $50 on Amazon. So if you want to keep an extra one with you, an extra 2 with you, that's very easy to do. So you just take this where you're gonna go, and then you move this up, you unscrew it. I hope it's empty. And then you just dump it wherever you're gonna dump it. So very nice, very easy. Like I said, they're $50 on Amazon. You can buy a spare, buy an extra, keep it with you. This does hold 5 gallons. So traditional RVs have 8 to 10 gallon black tanks. So if you had 2 of these, you'd have 10 gallons worth. If you had 3, you'd have 15, but one of them's 5 gallons. And you take it where you wanna go, you dump it, rinse it out, bring it back, and just stick it right back in. So very nice and easy that it goes there. I like that it's at a good height as well. And it does lock. I don't know why it locks. Who would want to steal your cassette black toilet tank? But they lock it. There you go. So now we have a locked cassette toilet tank. It's the funniest thing. Like, why would you lock that, right? Like, who wants that? But it's nice. So this has a huge freshwater tank, 120 gallon freshwater tank, a big gray water tank. I think it's 40 or 50 gallons. And then you have your cassette toilet. Here we go, more of the liquid springs. You can see that this has the front and rear liquid springs. Nice big tires. Some people ask, why are there not dual wheels on here? And every true overlander or expeditioner like myself, not really, but like you guys that are watching will know, if you have dual wheels, rocks and things get stuck in the middle of them. So when you're going off-road or doing anything, you really just want to have one wheel. You don't want to have 2 wheels back here. So the one wheel back here on each side, one tire, really helps you get to places that you don't want to go. If I ever sound ignorant, like I don't know what I'm talking about, it's a lot of times because I am. Like I've never taken something like this to the Hilt. Like that, I'm a van guy. This is cool and I love it. I'm so intrigued by this lifestyle and I'm intrigued by this. I'm learning with you guys about this stuff. So what I'm talking about is I have the van, I have the vehicles here and I can talk about them. But I haven't actually taken it to the Hilt. I really need to and I should, but one day I'll be able to. So this does have the 2 fuel tanks. So this is neat. So this is a very insulated, lit up area. This has the outdoor shower, just like I said, a normal van. So you just hook it in there and you have an outdoor shower, hot water, cold water, fill tank. And this is also for your gray water, your holding tank that you can dump as well. I like how heavy duty all of this stuff is. This is your freshwater fill here. And then this is an awesome use of space. So this is a big area. I'm gonna open the other side as well. So that way you can see. So what's neat is this is the whole 8 feet through here. If I was a little thinner, I would climb in here and show you, but this might be tough for me. I might get stuck. That'd be kind of funny on a video, me getting stuck in here. But this is 8 feet wide. It's probably 1.5 feet wide here, 8 feet this way. And there's these hooks on here that you can hook things. There's lights on both sides, very well insulated. You can put camera equipment back here. You can put chairs, you can put a small table, you can put a little solo stove. However you camp, fishing poles, golf clubs, that's what I would do. I love playing golf. So I would put golf clubs back here. So however you camp, however you do things, this is a great area for you to be able to use so that way you can store things outside of the van that you don't want to bring in the van. There's a lot of storage in the van, but this is some great storage outside the van that you can put stuff in. So big fan of giving you max amount of storage as possible. Now, walking around the back, this is tough looking. I mean, this is very, very tough looking. I love the big window. When we get inside, you're gonna see there's some big old windows in there, but you have the 2 nVader racks. I love how they give you 2 because by nature, nVader racks, you can put things on them. So it kind of looks like little stars or little people, or I don't know what it looks like, to be honest. But what they're made for is you can hook things in there, you can hook bungee cords, you can screw things, and you can put like an owl box on here. You can put extra fuel tanks on here. You can put there again, depending on how you use it. Everybody uses these expedition trucks so different. There's one thing in common, they expedition with them. But other than that, everybody uses them and goes different places. So you can use this one and that one for different things. What's cool is you have this big spare tire, right? So they give you the spare tire. Now, if you're like me, you're wondering, how in the world am I gonna get this thing off of this truck? You know what's nice? They give you a winch to help you with it. So on top there is a setup, and then they give you an extra winch inside to help lower the spare tire down. So it's great that they have thought about all of that for you. There is a commercial heavy duty tow package back here, and I think it can tow up to 15,000 pounds or so if you do the math. I don't know the exact number, but it's somewhere in that ballpark. And there are rear parking sensors, and you also notice, like I talked about earlier, the 360-degree LED light. So you got them in the back, you got them in the front, you got them here as well, and then as you're looking here, you got them on the roof racks up there, 1, 2, 3. So it's all the way around. You can light this thing up like Christmas. You can look like a alien starship going down the road, you know, if you want to. You know, I joke about this being like a post-apocalyptic truck, because in the apocalypse, only people in these things are gonna survive. When the zombies come after all of us, whoever is in this Hilt with me is gonna survive. So that's a warning to my family. You better be on my good side so you can get in the Hilt with me. So 3 big awning style windows, one on the other side, one on the back, one here, or actually 4. So here's the 4th one. More outside storage, which is really nice and big, insulated, so you can put stuff out here, which is great. This is a true 4-season coach. You can have this in negative temperatures, you can have it in heat, whatever you want. It is a closed cell insulation on there, closed cell capsule insulation. Liquid springs, nice big wheels. There again, more storage, which is great. You can never have enough storage. So, like a traditional RV, there is an awning on this side. It does have LED lights built in. There's a 110 plug here. So if you did want to just kind of chill like a normal RV, if you're not in the middle of the apocalypse and you want to have your awning out, you want to set up some chairs, you want to have a little campfire, You can plug something in. You can cook right here. If you have an air fryer, you can come out here. You can cook, you can grill. But this is a great area to do all of that as well. So great area here, great area there. Nice big handle to help you in the van, in the expedition truck. So we're gonna jump in here and go all through the inside, but I feel like you're gonna love the inside just as much as it's outside, but it is super luxurious. So it's gonna throw you for a little loop once we jump in here. Okay, so now we are inside of this ultra luxury. It looks like a penthouse suite of some sorts. I mean, on the outside, it's the most rugged expedition vehicle you can ever imagine, but on the inside, it is ultra luxury, very useful, lots of storage, lots of space, super high-end looking and feeling, which is what I love. Because if I was ever gonna convince my wife, who is an interior designer, to use one of these, it would have to be this pretty. If I was ever gonna convince my kids, they're not spoiled brats, but they may be a little spoiled. If I were ever gonna convince my kids to come camping with me, it would have to be in something this cool. So the first thing you obviously notice is how big it is, right? So we're only 27 feet long. So to put in perspective, a normal Sprinter van's 24 feet. So this is 3 feet longer than a normal Sprinter van. This is taller. Obviously I'm 6 foot tall. So this is probably 7 foot tall in here. Got lots of space to move around, lots of space for a couple people, but nice big galley kitchen area, nice big window here, 3 big windows in the back, nice big U-shaped dinette there. And we'll kind of cover all of this. Big fridge, storage, microwave, big bathroom, and then a queen size bed there and a queen size bed here. So they're sleeping for 4. There is seat belts in the front for 5 if you need it. There's a little cubby hole that you can go from the front to the back. You got to be in pretty small and in good shape to do it. I don't know, I could do it. Well, I could, but it wouldn't be something I'd want to do all the time. But what's nice is ultra rugged outside, ultra luxury inside. They go to both extremes, right? They're taking it to the hilt on the outside and on the inside. So the electronics, so let's cover that. People always ask about lithium, they ask about solar. This is insane. This has 1,325 watts of solar panels on the roof. This has a 16.8 kW Lithionics lithium battery. This has 2 3,000 watt inverters in this expedition truck. This has everything you need to truly take it to the hilt. This has the high idle on the Dodge chassis to where you can rev it up to 2,000 RPMs and charge this thing really quick. I don't know if you'll need it. With 1,300 watts of solar, a lot of times you're gonna be even at how much you're using versus how much the sun is putting in. The sun is out right now and it's putting a ton in, and we're running the air conditioner just on lithium right now. It's a quiet AC, it is ducted. So in a lot of these, you don't have a ducted air conditioner. Ducted's nice because it is quieter and it disperses the air. So in that bed, you have a couple vents. In the kitchen, you have a couple vents. And on this bed, you have a couple vents. So it is nice the way that they duct the AC through here. But that Lithionics lithium system is insane. You can go for days without ever plugging in, without ever needing to charge. I mean, the sun's gonna charge you, your high idle's gonna charge. You never need to do anything else besides that. There's no propane on board. Everything is ran through the battery system. Everything's electronic. So without having propane, you never have to go fill up. So we are in the galley area right now, the living area. Nice big. So I'm 6 foot tall. So this is about a 6 foot long kitchen counter. And then when you open this, what's nice is you have a double burner stove. So you got a 2 burner induction stove. And I was doing a YouTube live the other day with my friend Scott Watson from Go Small, Live Large. One of the guys that is living the true van lifestyle out there, really trying to help the van community. And I was on a YouTube live with him. I was showing off this cool hilt, and somebody on there asked the question, did you find the Pac-Man underneath the stove? And never in my life did I think to lift the stove up, but check this out. Underneath the stove, there is Pac-Man and what is that thing called? The little ghost. Can you see it? Pac-Man and the ghost under there. So it's like a little hidden treasure that the guys at Storyteller, guys and girls at Storyteller, kind of left behind for us. But how cool is that? There's a Pac-Man under the stove. So that just tells you a little bit about the culture and the guy and the fine people at Storyteller who do such a great job with their culture and such a great job with how they're building a van community of people that really want to get together, tell stories, and go overland. So Storyteller Overland, they want to get together, tell stories with each other, and do some true overlanding. So they have a world tour with this thing, and they're going to be all over the country with it. I'm lucky to get to have it here in Gainesville, Florida. So we have these little lines here that when water drips, it drips into the sink. You have this tower of power. So if you take your phone and stick it on top, it charges. You also have a USB and USB-C, and then you have a 110 plug on this side. So what's nice is if you take your phone and you stick it on there like that, it lights up and it charges up. So very cool how you can just have it there. There's also one in the bed. I gotta put my phone away because it buzzes the whole time we do these videos. But very neat there. You do have hot water, cold water, fresh water. You have a big sink with a cover, nice square sink. This is like one of those farmhouse style sinks, nice, big and deep. This thing comes off, you can do dishes. You know what else is cool? If you're standing here and you want to open this window, I love having the natural light, by the way. If you want to open this window, you can be cooking with this window open here, and you can latch it, and then you can be handing things out. It's a little tall. Remember earlier in the video, I mentioned I'm going to show you the benefits of it being higher up. You really get to see a lot more when you're sitting here or when you're standing here because you're higher off the ground. You have a better vantage point of everything. And I joke that, you know, if you're out in the wilderness and bears come running up to it, I don't know if a bear is going to be able to jump this high. Well, maybe a bear might. Maybe a cheetah? I don't know. Wild animals will not be able to jump this high to get in with this thing shut. So it does give you a little bit of a perch, so that way you can, I don't know, you always want to have the higher ground when you're being attacked. How's that? So you have the higher ground when you're up in a hilt. You do have a screen, so when these are open, you have the big old mosquitoes that we're known for here in Florida. Stay outside, and this screen kind of keeps them. And then also you have darkness. So this is good for at nighttime when you want privacy. But what else on the back side of this is like a sun reflectant silver, I don't know what you call it, a sun reflector, some type of sun reflector. So nice big windows, awning style. You open them, they stay out. Even when it rains, you can leave those windows open and rain won't come in. But I am a huge fan of the awning style windows. And like I said, back here you have 1, 2, 3, 4. In the front you got 3 as well, and you even have a window on the door. So natural light was a big deal to Storyteller, but not just natural light, these cool LED lights and spotlights and more LED lights and floor lights here, floor lights there. So the lighting in here, lighting really sets the mood for everything. So I know I say this all the time. My wife's interior designer, so she's big into aesthetics and big into the look and the feel. And when I walk in my house, certain lights are on, certain lights are off. And then at like 6 o'clock, she changes lights. Some lights come on, some go off. And then by like 9 o'clock, certain like all during the night, she just walks around turning lights on and off. And when I go to bed, I feel like I got to turn off 28 lights to go to bed because they're like, some are on, we got candles on. And it's just, she sets the mood for it to be very, very nice in the house. You know, the kids don't appreciate anything, but I gotta think one day the kids are gonna appreciate all the little things that my wife does for our family. I definitely appreciate, Mary, if you were watching, I appreciate the little things you do for our family. So nice big galley area. I always like to show the storage. This is something else that's very neat. Dovetail drawers, nice big wood, high quality. I do love the look. So you got a light tan, you got black, you got some cool hardware, you have a leather handle here. Like, how cool is that? Like, who thinks of that? And then you got white, light tan, and black. And the same thing, you got light tan here. So this is like my house. I have 3 different color cabinets in my house. I have black cabinets on an island, I got white cabinets somewhere else, and I got maple tan color cabinets somewhere. Like my kitchen has like different color cabinets. This is how this feels. So nice big storage there. You got a nice big trash can and then recycling behind it. You have another one here. Lots of storage, lots of cool places to put junk. You know, I've learned the more storage you have, the more stuff you bring, the more stuff you use. So do you need more storage? I don't know. But what's nice is if you're coming from a Super C, which is like a great big old 40-foot Super C RV, and you're coming down to this 27-foot expedition truck, you're used to carrying stuff with you. So it's nice they do give you storage so you can bring stuff. So that's the kitchen galley area. As we turn around, we are faced with, well, this I guess is part of the kitchen. This is a convection microwave with an air fryer, convection, a broil grill, and a microwave, and dehydration. I didn't know you dehydrated food. There again, my wife does a lot of our cooking at our house, except for breakfast. I'm the breakfast king. I've never dehydrated food before, but I guess that's something that is a big feature because they talk about, I have air fried. I air fried some sweet potato fries the other day and they were great. My son air fries potatoes. He's on the vertical diet. He's trying to gain weight, good weight. And so using an air fryer in an RV truly lets you feel like you're at home. You know, that's kind of what Storyteller's trying to accomplish here, to give you the luxuries that you're used to at home while you are taking it to the hilt. Nice stainless steel isotherm, big fridge there again. This is an Italian fridge. This is made in Italy, super high quality fridge and freezer. Nice big freezer as well. I'm a fan of ice cream and I can fit a lot of ice cream in there. A lot of ice cream. You do have a nice big storage here. So this is pretty unique, right? So you have a rod here where you can hang shirts or pants or jackets from. Then when I first saw this, I thought those two things were there so that way you can access whatever's behind it. And then I opened it and I realized I was mistaken. These are shelves. Like, how cool is that? You have the rod if you want to use it. If not, you have a shelf here and a shelf here. You know what else you can do? You can use the rod to hang up your shirts, and you can just have a shelf here and then the bottom there. So I like the flexibility of it. I like how if you're not using it, it's out of the way. When you do want to use it, you just drop it down and use it. So nice multifunctional storage cabinet there. As we are walking in the back here, this is probably my favorite area in the whole van. So this is so cool. This is a big U-shaped dinette. This is just beautiful. I feel that AC, the AC is on low and it is freezing in here. I mean, I feel the AC. I can barely hear it because it's so quiet, but I can definitely imagine me and my wife and my kids sitting around here, eating, hanging out, playing cards. If you've ever watched the video that Storyteller did on this, their marketing video, they have the owner and like 3 dogs sitting around this thing here playing cards. It's pretty cool, but I love how comfortable and easy this is. I like these as well. So you open these up, you got your same screen, you got your same nighttime thing. So when you are, oh, there you go, turn the light on. When you are out and you are using this thing to the way you're gonna use it. So everybody uses these so differently. You have the lithium, you have the off-road capability, but then you truly have, you can just retreat after a day of riding, you know, the towing capacity. You can bring your side-by-sides, your dirt bikes with you. You can do that all day. You come in, you take a shower, and then you can truly retreat and feel like, you know what, that was a great day of overland extreme adventuring. Now I'm gonna come back here and I hope I don't eat by myself. You know, there's only one place setting here, but you can come back here, eat, have a glass of wine, hang out, and have some great family time. This turns into a bed very easy. So to turn to a bed, you don't even have to drop this thing. You don't have to drop it. You just move this, and then this all just comes together to one big bed, which is nice. There's 110 plugs everywhere, nice LED lights. The lighting presets are there as well, like I mentioned, but to make this into a bed, you just remove this and just lay it flat. and it's made to not have a board in the middle that you have to mess with. You know, Storyteller did a great job of designing that area to where you just kind of bring everything together. There is storage under here. There's, you know, some storage under there. The table stores there. All this stuff kind of moves around. So there's like wood paneling on the back of that to make this into one big, huge bed. So you can definitely fit 2 kids or 2 people back here. And then as we're kind of going this way, you can fit 2 people here on this queen size bed as well. So this is the main bed area that you can fit. I'll show you the bathroom first. So what's very cool about this bathroom is that it's big. It's big. It has this nice bright white door. It's nice bright white in there, to where when you come in the bathroom, you can truly feel the size of it. You know, remember this, there is a gray tank for the sink and the shower. There's a cassette toilet for the toilet here. You flush, toilet paper, you know, lots of space to move around, lots of space to shower in here. There is an outside shower also if you'd rather use that, but you have a nice Delta shower head. This is like what I have at home, you know, nice shower curtain if you need it. You know, you have storage, you have a fan in here. This here is to hang your towels so that way they can dry. My wife is very appreciative that there's a fan, exhaust fan in the bathroom. So things like that, that gives you the comfort and flexibility to do, and lots of space. You know, being 6 foot tall and what I would consider a big guy, I like having space in the bathroom. I think this is neat, right? So you got lots of black, you got lots of tans. I like having a bright white door. You know, when I showed my wife this, I was joking with her. I told her I would have like an expo marker and I would write her notes on here. And like when she was sleeping in the morning, I got up early. I would write on here, I'm going hunting to catch dinner, and I'd go hunt for dinner. And I'd come back with like deer and rabbits and I don't know, whatever people eat when they go hunting, wild boar, I got no idea. But you know, you can leave notes on. Actually, I'd probably go to Publix and just buy a sub or something. But you can write on here, you can draw on here, or not, just leave it the way it is. But it's a nice clean look. This is a little cubby hole that I was mentioning earlier, to where this folds flat and you can climb back and forth if you need. It's probably not something you're going to use all the time, but it is pretty easy to do. I've actually done it where you can climb in and out of there. Storyteller has made their own system here, their own computer system, that you can access everything in the van from this screen right here. So what I love is this power management thing. So right now the engine's not on, we're not plugged in, and it's just the air conditioner's running. Well, the air conditioner's running, the microwave's on, the fridge is on, and every light is on, and we can do this for the next 8 hours like this. With the compressor on, the air conditioner on, everything on, we can do for 8 hours. So, and we're only 75% of the way charged. So if you charge it up all the way, you can go 10 or 12 hours easy with the AC running the entire time, and pretty awesome, right? So then as you go through here, climate wise, we can change. So I have it at 68 degrees is the target temperature. If we put it at a normal temperature, you know, it probably, the compressor would kick on and off. And then lighting wise, you can set your different presets. And then home, you know, your freshwater tank, gray water tanks and all that. I love how they cover this bright light, because that'd be pretty bright at night when you're sleeping. So this is how you control everything in the van. Now, to get up in the bed, there is this very cool hidden ladder, and you are gonna see me climb it. So ladder comes out and you climb, and now we're in the bed. So I would probably be sleeping with my head down there and my feet here, but in order for me to kind of show you, well, let me show you. So what's cool is, if you did this, I mean, lots of room, space, this opens. So with this open right here, with this open, you can get fresh air. You can see the stars if you're sleeping at night. Like, how cool is this, right? You have storage compartments here, storage compartments here. There are USB ports. There's 2 of those tower of power. So there's one here, 110 plugs and USB ports. There's a window here. There's another one right here. Has 110 power everywhere. these windows open, and this is here. This looks like it's about the size of a shotgun. I don't know if that's on purpose or not. Be a lot of firepower in this 27-foot van if there was a shotgun there, but lots of space here. You know, I would sleep with my head down there looking at the stars, but what I like is how easy it is to maneuver in and out of the bed. I could probably use the stairs, but I just like to jump. But queen size bed there, queen size bed in the back, lots of space back and forth, seat belts for 5, so you can take everybody with you that you want to take. So, you know, you can really see when I started this video, I talked about how impressed I was with the ruggedness and the luxury. Those are two things that I'm very impressed with. Storyteller has done a phenomenal job with their electronics, the lithium system, with how luxurious everything is inside, and with how rugged everything is on the outside. So, you know, one of the cool things at Sunshine State RVs is we will deliver this for free anywhere in the nation to you. We'll also fly you here, teach you how to use it, put you up at a campground, and really go through everything with you and help you with your experience of buying an RV. Whether it's this one or any RV we have, we offer the same level of service. Just because this thing's $440-something thousand, we're not going to give you better service than if you buy a $100,000 RV from us. We truly want to take care of everybody that puts their trust in us. We want to make sure that you know that we don't take that lightly. We know you have a lot of options, a lot of places you can buy. So I've been real impressed with this Hilt. I've been impressed with Storyteller. We've only been selling Storytellers for 4 or 5 months now, and every product, every new thing that comes out is like, whoa, check that out, whoa, like really impressive and awesome. So thank you for watching this video. Check out sunshinestatervs.com, our website, or other videos. And you know, I think that if you want to take it to the hilt, this is definitely the expedition truck to do it in.